Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. I was recently asked, is paper things and washi and the only things that we add to a junk journal? No. As far as embellishments, we use washi tape, we use ephemera and stickers and stamps and things of this nature, but there are more things that we can add. Now, I was asked this question, a little bit ago, so it's been a little while, but the reason why I'm answering it now is in my room tour video, I'm tongue-tied this morning. My metal shelf that sits over here, I have had to adjust 2 of the shelves and reorganize all of it. It wasn't working. And we do that from time to time. If something's not working, rearrange it until you think you've got it right. It may be 3-6 months down the line. You figure, well, maybe I've got this and this in the wrong place. Reorganize it again. No big deal. It's going to take time to get your craft room the way you want it, the way it works for you. Also, as your craft develops and evolves and you gain more experience, you find that you prefer some things more than others, but you still have them, you don't want to get rid of them. That's okay. That is just fine. Hold on just a moment. It is warm in here today. I'm turning the AC on. I have an air con that's mounted on the wall. One of the things that we can use, and I know most of you are probably familiar with this, and I've got 3 of these cases. And in this one are flowers. Now, I've got all kinds of flowers. Mainly these, I've tried to stick with Prima flowers. Sometimes, I can't get Prima, so I'll use another type. And butterflies. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if that's even showing up in the lens. But these are really pretty butterflies. And yes, they will add dimension. And what else? I have the little pearl sticks. I've got dragonflies. Things like this, they are great. And especially, if you're not too concerned with adding bulk, or better yet, if you are, use them on the cover. These make great decorations for the covers. I know I've got to get into one. I tried to separate them as types of flowers or flowers that I would use together. Love these little pansies. And these here, they look almost like they're pressed. And there's not that in the middle there is really not that thick. These would be great on the inside. So, and then I've got the leaves on the little stems. These would be great on the inside of journals. Let's see, what else is, that's backwards. I try to keep things all going the same way. I've got glittery flowers. I've got non-glittery flowers. Little pieces of flowers. Some of these are finished, some of these are just the main part of the flower itself, or a piece of the flower. Like, let me see, I think you can see this one better, where you've got all the pieces glued together. And then I've got, what are those? No, maybe these are all stuck together. I know I've got some that are just the pieces. But these are great to use in your journal. Like here, this one here, that's a, it just flew out of my head. Poinsettia. I found another one while I was cleaning, so I'll make sure I got both of those in there. I keep the white ones in here, but the red ones are in my Christmas box. And let me see, do I have, you know, and wherever I see flowers that I think I may use, I think this one's got, now see, those are butterflies. Yeah. So I'll put these back. Where are my pieces? And you don't have to just stick with flowers. They've got so many different ones out there. But flowers are a good way. They do add, some do add bulk. You just have to notice what you buy. Now, this one here, I call my treasure box. And in a moment, you'll see why. These are things that I have mainly used on memory albums, and a few of them I can use in journals. But, and I could probably use them on the covers, because some of them do have bulk. And these are, it's bling. It's beautiful, lovely bling. Now with these, you would have to adhere them with E6000. See, I've got little purses. I've got, you know, little pearl things. I've got them in blue. I said, I've been doing this for a while. I've got pieces here that I will glue on and then just let that top dangle. So it's, now this here, these, I've got some that are just the strings to them. I've got the dangle parts to them. These were old necklaces, or necklaces I found on clearance. You know, sparkly, sparkly. This one here is another one. Old sections of jewelry. I would buy the jewelry from a, at one of the charity shops. You could get them by the bag or whatever. Now some of these you can use in your junk journal because they're thin. If they've got a lot of bulk to them. Now see, that one I would use because it's fairly thin. I could use that on the inside. But something like this, I would definitely use that on the cover. I mean, look at the dangles off of that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And buttons. You could take a button like this that has the shank, and depending on the size of the shank, punch a hole in your cover, put this in, and you can even put the shank on it and cut and glue that over with paper. And then all you have to do is attach your elastic and loop it around to close it. And I've got, like, this was a piece of an earring, and just things that I have collected. This was a brooch over the years. See, I've been crafting for, seems like forever. Something thick, I see this has the shank here. I could use that as a closure, or I could use it on the cover. I would poke a hole for that to go through, or cut it off. You've got a good pair of snips, you can cut that off. This is a tie clip. It would be great if, you know, as on a page to hold as a tuck spot. And use your imagination. We all have imaginations. Look at that dangle. And I can pull it, let's see. I can use one and then have the other two hang down. Like I said, I have collected these for quite a few years. But it doesn't stop with that. We've got wood pieces. Oh my gosh, I've got so many wood pieces. I really need to drag these out and use them. Let's see, what else? Metal pieces, keys. These are awesome. I do have these in a bag because I don't want them to tarnish too much. But these others, I think that came off of something. Some of these are Tim Holtz's. I mean, I look at those corners. But they were so far back in that, on the bottom shelf, that I couldn't reach them. So now, oh, look at that butterfly. These are thinner. These can be used on the pages. I see this one was an earring. So I would remove that and glue the acorn down and let the leaf dangle. There's so many things. But like I said, a lot of this is, some of it's bought, like my Tim Holtz stuff. Others are from garage sales. Ooh, tiny key fell out. Let's put that back in there. Okay. Put that in there. I see. Ooh! There's my brads I've been looking forever for. Because I knew I had some that were different shapes. Trying to show this where the glare isn't there. I've been looking for that. And now that I know where it is, it'll be easier to access. Something else we can use? Buttons. Buttons, buttons, buttons. And I got a lot of buttons. And oh, these are even resin pieces too. There, I've got a couple of birds. What else is in here? There's a button that's a piece, 3-leaf clover. Now that's a bead. So I could put that on a dangle. Yeah, so in here I think I've got buttons and resin pieces. But it would depend on the page itself. Now, let me show you something with buttons like this. When you snip that part off, this part 9 times out of 10 will come off. So all you have to do is put some glue behind it and it'll stay. Yeah, and then I've got cameos. It would be the same with the cameo. So, but there are a lot of things that we can use instead of just the ephemera that we purchase in the store. See what I mean about wood pieces? I've got tons of them. I done forgot what all was in here. These are more metal pieces. We're definitely going to have to start pulling some of these out and using these. Chipboard. Now, a lot of you, especially the newbies, think that, you know, that all chipboard's the same. It's not. Some you can peel off the back, some you can't. With this one here, I could even put a ribbon in it and extend it top and bottom and make this a belly band. Yeah, there's a ton of things in here. And I mean, some of this stuff, I haven't been able to reach it, so I forgot about it. So to my subscriber that asked the question, thank you. These are simply, well, there's the string pearls, but the rest are beads. So I've got plenty of beads for dangles. Let's see. Like I said, I forgot all what was in here. These are, oh, these are more brads. And seed beads. And yeah, these are pearls and clear seed beads. And not rhinestones. Oh, fudge, I can't think of it. Well, oh, I forgot. You have to push that in. They're these little things. I know the name of it. You know the name of it. And because I'm doing this on video, it's just escaped me. So we've got those to play with. We have, oh my gosh, these are my tiny, tiny brads. And I do mean tiny. Now, which one to open? I mean, I want to show you the size of these things. Look how small those are. Those are so, so tiny. So now that I know where my brads are, it'll be, oh, and there's my brad setter, my grommet setter, and a stuffed animal eye. I thought I had 2 of those. I'll probably figure out where the other is. So I'm gonna put these back in here. See what happens when you go in to look for stuff? I forgot all about these. I honestly forgot I had these. Well, I knew I had them. I forgot where they were. But now that I've cleaned off that shelf, I can get to them a lot easier. These are metal pieces and more tiny brads and more of those. What else? Sequins. That's what they are. Sequins. Oh my gosh. Shaker cards. Yeah, I was doing a lot of shaker cards at one time. I have a ton of sequins. But they're great. And more wood pieces. Bigger wood pieces. You see why I call this my treasure box? So these are some of the things that, and you don't go out and buy them all. These I've collected over time. And I've been a crafter for, over 50 years. I know, I'm telling my age. And this is also another reason why we take the time to clean different parts in our craft room. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. Oh, you can feel the inspiration going. But like I said, there are things I've collected over time. If you want to experiment, let's say with wood pieces, the Dollar Tree is a good place. They've got a nice little selection. I think there's like 3 to a pack, 3 different styles to a package. Pick up one and play with it. If you go to garage sales and you see a piece of jewelry that catches your eye, I mean, they're usually cheap. 50 cents, $1, grab it, bring it home, take it apart. You've got bunches to use. If you're in, let's say, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, you see the package of little metal gears. You don't have to buy a whole bunch. Pick up one little package, experiment. If you don't like it, then instead of hoarding it, put it in some Happy Mail and send it to someone. They would be overjoyed. If you do like them, use that package up first before you go out and buy more. So those are a few, I wanted to show you some of the things that I've used in the past and still use. I'll go through each one and pull out a few things to use in our current journal here so that I can show you, how you can add those into your layouts and your pages. But they're part of my treasures. So, and it's not just those 3 bins that I have things in. A lot of you see me pull from these little trays. These are things that, there's a gear here. I've got beads in here. I've got leaves in here. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. And I've got a pin in here. flower stickers, some bulb pins. And if all you have is just a little tray, that's fantastic. Use them. Over time, you'll collect a lot of different things. I'm going to take out the paper clips that I've made, because most of you have seen me make these. Now, these were some that were bought that I received in a Happy Mail. Happy Mail. Ugh. These I bought, and I mean, look at the color, the shapes, the sizes. You don't have to go out and buy every shape, every size. No. Turn these right side up. And you don't even have to get the shaped ones. Buy a package of plain ones. You know, start small. You'll work into it. And believe me, before long, you'll have more stuff than me. I've got bling. I've got, I think that was Christmas ribbon. More bling. You know, things that I bought. I think I'm pretty sure I got that at Dollar Tree. I know I got that roll at Dollar Tree. This one here that I've been using, excuse me, that I've been using like forever. I was given a strip of this, maybe a foot long, and I've used little bits and pieces. And you know, that's the way I got that one. It was in a Happy Mail. Oh. The wind is blowing here, and it's just like everything is up in it. I've got another little drawer here. I keep spare Q-tips in here. I've got more bling in here, beads in here, picture of my granddaughter in here. Don't know why it was in there. I've got tape. These are safety pins, just regular safety pins. You know, extra everything. These are stainless steel eye pins for making the things for the glue bottles. The danglers for the glue bottles. Yes, this is my junk drawer. This is all I have. In my whole house, this is all my junk drawer. Sad, isn't it? But I try to keep it to a minimum. Figure if it doesn't fit in here, no need to keep it. Unless I use it, you know, right up. And that's one of my grandbabies. But the point is, as Pam at the Paper Outpost says, anything is a scrap, anything is a journal supply or craft supply, unless proven otherwise. And a lot of the stuff I showed you today, it's not craft related. But it is to me because that's the way I use it. So I hope you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today. If you did, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, because I'm trying for Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll be working on our current journal. And other days that will be posted will be things such as this. Little things that I think may help newbies, may help others. Things that I've learned, hints, tips, tricks, creations, whatever. Because that's what our creative crafting universe is all about. Sharing and helping. So I hope you enjoyed what I shared with you today. Until next time, bye guys.